What is up, diecast collectors? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, bringing you all with another NASCAR diecast review on everyone's favorite driver, Denny Hamlin, in his 2023, I'm sorry, I know that was a bad joke, tires and brakes Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. But as you guys can see, that this car does have some nice, cool race-winning features, because guess what? It's not only a Denny Hamlin car, it is his iconic Pocono win. Well, I'd say iconic because, well, let's just say I mean, we are coming up almost a year to this, and we're about to actually, I think the Pocono race is about to start very shortly, depending whenever I'm uploading this. But, yeah, this is going to be a really fun car to be talking about, and a new exciting sponsor as well for Denny Hamlin in the diecast form. But let's go ahead and start out the unboxing and the official diecast review of this Mavis tires and brakes car driven by the one and only Denny Hamlin. And alrighty, folks, we got this diecast out of its box, and yeah, I mean, I'm already gonna expect a lot of 11 fans in the comment section of this video. I mean, let's just try to probably keep things appropriate for you guys. But yeah, as you guys can see right there, that right there is a big quality issue, and you're probably like, whoa, how come you're not reacting and going crazy? Well, if you guys haven't saw my haul video about this, I've actually might have made a pretty indecent reaction about it. But yeah, pretty unfortunate that this is yet another car I bought from my good buddies to Spoiler Diecast, and we get ourselves a quality issue just like that. And you wonder why I do not spend $70 or $80 for 124, because that could probably happen as well. But thankfully, this is just an $11 car, so it sucks, but could be a lot more worse. But as we're going to not really go ahead and rant and talk about this, because this is a race-winning car for Denny Hamlin, so we do got a lot of cool race features on this car with the nice Toyota branding on the windshield. Really cool. You guys see that the window banners are actually a lot more thicker, because that's supposed to represent the tear-offs in their shade, so that's a nice detail right there. Don't see any car camera on top, which is interesting. But we're just going to ignore that blemish. Just pretend that's a tire that, I don't know, that probably it's ran its course. But we see got a lot of rubber buildup, because this was at Pocono Raceway. And I think Denny Hamlin has pretty much won at everything that has to do with the track Pocono. So, but yeah, another cool feature about these race-winning diecasts, of course, you got the detailed. Well, tires aren't really detailed. I wish that'd be something they could do. I mean, if they could do it on the windshield, I'm sure they could probably do it on the tires. I mean, heck, if we're not going to get 164 Elite diecast, at least, I don't know, put as much detail as we can on these collectible diecasts, or toys, however you want to name them. But there's the rubber buildup, and you see a lot of carbon fiber splitter on the front, which looks pretty nice. We got that weird dark outline again that's going on the JGR logo. As you can see, I mean, that definitely doesn't look good. And rest in peace to the Toyota Camry from last year. I actually really love this look, but the new look doesn't bother me as much. Yeah, so this side we do got a nice little scrape mark. That's probably what you're thinking. Oh, is that from Kyle Larson? Doesn't look like it. And all right, am I losing my shit, or I don't think that's a piece of confetti. I'm not gonna sure what that is. That's either a piece of confetti, or that is probably something from a logo, I think, that I can't really tell where it came off of. But if that is just some decal residue, that's looks unhealthy. I'm sure I could just pick that off, but no, me, it'll probably chip. But you're probably wondering, okay, yeah, so this is the car that's, yeah, unfortunately, Denny Hamlin got to another, you know, a nice little, I don't know, rubbing his racing moment, if you want to call it, with Kyle Larson. It's literally like what happened at, I think, like the year before with him and Ross Chastain. I mean, give or take, I know people are probably not going to join Denny Hamlin's side. I mean, I'm always, looking on camera, what happened at Pocono, did it look bad for Hamlin? Yeah, it did. You know, feel free to comment below if you guys are on the Team Hamlin or Team Kyle Larson, of this little rivalry that's going on, which pretty much has kind of kick-fired again. I mean, if you guys saw last year, we already had a lot of, I don't know, it seems like Denny Hamlin just always finds a way to get it in with someone. I mean, it was with Ross Chastain 2 years ago, Kyle Larson last year, and probably this year as well. Well, you can also probably say Chase Elliott too, from what happened at the Charlotte 600 last year. But there's still a lot of cool details, man. But the main reason why I wanted to get this car is because I wanted a different change. I mean, very rarely, if you can see on this camera, it's coming off more as like a blue, but this is more like a bluish green. I mean, if any of you guys been to a Mavis, you probably are familiar with the colors of what Mavis is. I mean, if anybody doesn't know, tires and brakes, no, those aren't. I mean, that's basically, oh, I wonder where I can get repairs at. But we got Sport Clips, which I do recommend. I do get their haircuts. We got some more Mavis branding, and we got FedEx logo right there and there, even though it's probably shrinking by the moment. And we do got some tire marks right there, which I think is a pretty cool, unique way to showcase the paint scheme. And if you guys want to know the main difference of this car compared to the 2024 car, well, there's a lot more white. Speaking of that, I want to know what you guys think about the Mavis car that's, well, yeah, as you can see, he won this car, POCONO, with all that POCONO confetti. I forgot what the title sponsor of that race was, but assuming it has something to do with that. See, it's still, again, like, this is the problem I have with some of these cars. The decal outline is just so thick. I mean, look at that. It's all over where the 11 is, the Mavis, Camry, TRD. I don't know what kind of decals they use. I mean, here, it's pretty clean, but right there, that just looks like, I don't know, like, if Lionel can actually explain what that issue is, because it looks so off-putting, dude. I really hope that's not on the 124. If it is, you guys are getting seriously ripped off with decal quality that that bad. But you see the carbon fiber spoiler on there, which is chipped, so pretty typical. And we got Mavis, Ayers, and Bra, but just kidding, though. Another thing I noticed as well, guys, I mean, I know it seems like I'm nitpicking, but heck, since they actually put windshield confetti on here, for some odd reason on the sides, I think I mentioned this on my Kyle Larson car, they don't put it on this side too either. People are saying it's not actually, they can't do it, but we've seen a video on their IG or their TikTok where how they make the process of this. I don't know why they don't do it on the 164s. Hopefully, if we could just, I don't know, not complain, but just say, hey, can you guys actually touch up on that? Because they have done that. I wish they would touch up on the quality control, because there's another paint chip right there. I know it seems like I'm mostly talking about this car, but what I was trying to say earlier is what do you guys think about the Mavis paint schemes that have come out this year? Like, it seems like every time Mavis sponsors a race, they always change the paint scheme. I think, well, like, he's going to be running like a black and teal version of this car, which I think is pretty cool. But I don't mind that. I mean, personally, in my opinion, I think the car that he won at Richmond, which I should hate that car because I'm a Truex fan, but I think that's my favorite design by far. But now let's go on to the side-by-side comparison of a familiar Denny Hamlin car from a few years ago. This is his Coca-Cola 600 win from 2022. I know, pretty random for me to showcase another race-winning car, but since I've already, I think I showcased my last Denny Hamlin review, which was the 500 special car from last year. I haven't actually showcased this car on a comparison, so I said, what the hell? Even though it's pretty much comparing, I don't know, something different than this. I mean, usually my comparisons are pretty comparable, but here it's not really the case. But it just shows you Denny Hamlin can win a lot of races, but sadly, I hate to bring this up, but still has no championships. It is unfortunate, but if he can just, I don't know, stay out, if he can stay out of some rivalries and actually have some good luck, Hamlin can have a good shot. But until then, I mean, he'll still be a great race winner. I mean, he is one of the most winning drivers so far in the current NASCAR Cup Series history. But feel free to comment below what you guys have to share about this car, and also, do you guys think the Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin feud is going to continue? Personally, I think it will. But with that in mind, this is going to wrap up the diecast review of the Mavis Tires and Brakes Toyota Camry number 11 car, driven by Denny Hamlin for Joe Gibbs Racing in the NASCAR Cup Series. Definitely recommend picking this car up if you guys want something different in your Denny Hamlin collection. But until we meet again, this has been OBB, the Diecast News Guy, and I will catch you guys on another NASCAR Diecast review, and you all have a good one.